Stop and Shop Auto Sales presents the Coach Chris Smelley Show on a wet Thursday morning. Coach, good morning.
Good morning.
Looks like the rain's going to be with us a day or two.
For a few days, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I was hoping it was going to be out of here by Friday night, but doesn't look like it.
Let's go back to last week, not so good a Friday night for the Aggies.
Yeah, we, it was a wet Friday night last Friday, and unfortunately, we weren't physical enough on either side of the ball. That was kind of the story of the game. If you're not winning the line of scrimmage, then everything else gets a lot harder.
Did that surprise you?
And so it kind of did. I thought we were going to be able to fare a little better than we did. Thankfully, we were able to create some turnovers and really had some opportunities. We had the ball in the third quarter with a chance to go down and tie the game, and made a mental error, which led to a fumble. And late in the game, didn't execute a play, had a guy open for a touchdown and a score. So had some opportunities that we didn't capitalize on. And when you're not winning the line of scrimmage up front on both sides, you've got to really execute on all those opportunities that you do have. And so that was kind of the story of the game.
Quarterback play, how'd that work out?
Yeah, London Howell, who stepped in for C.J. Franklin, who's got a broken collarbone, he played well, especially in the rain. Made a couple beautiful throws. Our receivers stepped up and made some catches. So London didn't turn the ball over, played well. Had a beautiful touchdown throw to Gabe Harrell, senior receiver for us in the second quarter. And so, having a full week of practice and preparation definitely helped him.
I mean, you're in the game, but just a play or two here or there could have made the difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We were down a score in the third quarter, driving the ball, and had a mental error that led to a turnover. And it wasn't like it was just an awful night all the way around. But the final score didn't go in our favor, and we had high expectations for that game, and so it was one of those things where you just got to put it behind you. You got to wake up and on Monday morning, I had to kind of like reset my mind a little bit and understand all the special things we do have going on and that we're really excited about. So we've had a great week of practice.
It's a long season, but we're 3 games in already, and big game coming up. And for the life of me, I don't see how we lost to Beauregard last year. I just
yeah, it was a heartbreaker last year. We'd been on our big losing skid, and we had Beauregard at home and scored with 6.5 minutes left to go in the game to go up 21 points. And so you couldn't hardly write a script that was going to lead to a loss right there.
I'm lighting my victory cigar by then.
I'm telling you. And I think that we did that a little bit on our sideline. They returned a kick for a touchdown, and then we snapped the ball over the punter's head, and they recovered an onside kick, and just the wheels fell off. And I think I kind of attributed that last year to just not really knowing how to win. And that was part of our big losing streak that we had there. And so, trying to take those steps of I think winning and losing can be contagious. And so we sort of hadn't developed those winning habits yet.
We're talking with Coach Chris Smelley, the head football coach of the Sylacauga Aggies. Tomorrow night, rain threatening, and as of now, we're going to play football.
Yeah, hey, we'll suit up and play football. Thankfully, we've got the turf field out there, which makes things a little bit better. But yeah, it looks like we're going to be in for a wet one. So,
what concerns you about the opponent tomorrow night?
Beauregard's got a really good team. They've got a really, really strong group of 10th graders with some prospect type kids in there. They're physical on both sides of the ball. Their secondary is really good, but their linebackers are probably the best that we've seen so far this year. So they've got an up-tempo team. They do a lot of good things, and it's going to be a big contest for us.
Beauregard comes to town tomorrow night, a region matchup, and these region games are so important.
Yeah, and our region, I've been very impressed in just my second year here with how physical our region is. Teams that can run the ball are going to be able to win, run the ball and play defense. And so Beauregard's certainly no exception. They've got a great team. Their coach does a really good job of having them prepared. And so we got a big challenge, and we've had a great week of practice. I think our guys will be very prepared. Now we just got to go out there and play some hard-nosed ball.
So keys to success tomorrow night?
It still comes down to not turning the ball over and finding ways to get their running back and their receivers on the ground. They do throw the ball a little bit. The rain may slow that down a little bit.
Do you practice with wet footballs at times?
Not really.
Okay.
Man, we got so few footballs sometimes. I don't want to mess up the ones that we do have. So we don't really practice that, but we do preach ball security and spend a lot of time with that. And so far this year, we haven't really turned the ball over too many times. We've created more turnovers than we've caused ourselves, and so yeah, that'll be a key to the game.
Field position so important as well.
Yeah, and I bragged on Ethan Pruitt, our senior kicker. He does a really good job, and so yeah, field position, all those small things, especially if the weather is bad, like they're kind of calling for, all those small things make that much bigger of a difference in a game like that.
So talk to the Aggie faithful this morning about this Sylacauga Aggie football team. You said last week, hey, the sky's the limit for this team. Still feel that way?
Yeah, absolutely. Coming off of our first loss, it kind of, gives you the opportunity to allow that doubt to creep in your mind. But our guys have worked really, really hard. They've worked hard in the weight room all season, and we had a great summer. And we were able to regroup this week and have a great week of practice. And so I feel well prepared going into the game, and just got to go out there and play ball.
Who's some of the leaders on this Aggie club this year?
We've got a good senior class. Michael Funderburg's an offensive lineman for us that started the last 2 years, and he just is really just comes ready to practice every single day, and he's kind of got a little contagious smile that he likes to hide most of the time, but he's doing a really good job for us. The Gordon twins, Nathan and Nolan, are doing a really good job as leaders. Both of those guys end up playing a lot on both sides of the ball, and so. Rance Matchin, running back, has been running for us for a long time. He's been playing some good ball this year too. So, I'm excited about this group. Love this group of guys. Enjoy going to practice and going to work every single day.
Other than Franklin, injuries okay?
Yeah, we're still have avoided outside of CJ any major injury bug type things. Logan Fisher, a senior, is going to be back for us here pretty soon, and so that'll be an important part. Pushing through the whole season.
Need to fill a stadium tomorrow night.
Yeah, absolutely. It definitely is a different feel when you're at home and you've got that fan excitement and everything going on. And so, last in our game versus Montevallo, our first home game, man, the atmosphere was great. And so, I think that plays a bigger role than what most people think in having your guys excited and ready to play their best game.
Chris Smelley, the head football coach of the Sylacauga Aggies. Sylacauga and Beauregard tomorrow night. Kick 7 o'clock. More daybreak right after this.